Queen Elizabeth's relationship with Sophie, Countess of Wessex, was very close. Sophie is Prince Edward's wife, and he is the youngest son of Elizabeth and Philip. According to The Sun, a royal insider claimed the Countess was trusted and relied on by the Queen. Royal expert Jenny Bond further told Good Housekeeping that Sophie was a second daughter to the late British monarch. They genuinely liked one another, and they spent a lot of time together, Bond told Good Housekeeping. They seemed to very much enjoy one another's company. I think it was very much a two-way relationship. It wasn't just about an adoration of the Queen by Sophie, it was a mutual friendship. The iconic Queen and her daughter-in-law were so close that Sophie called the Queen Mama. I think, perhaps, the Queen was closer to Sophie and Edward's children than she was to the older grandchildren, Bond explained. She was young enough to be able to get down on the floor with them, but it's possible she had a little more time than when the others were small children. But the royal expert told Good Housekeeping that Sophie's personality was a big reason the Countess and the Queen were so compatible. Bond said Sophie was a very calm, kind, relaxed individual, and the Queen really appreciated those qualities. But the Countess of Wessex reportedly tried to make peace with Meghan and Harry after they announced they wanted to leave their jobs as working royals. Sophie Wessex, 57, looked emotional as she joined the Queen's funeral procession alongside Meghan Markle. The pair had travelled together by car, following the Queen Consort and the Princess of Wales. In Westminster Hall, they joined the Queen Consort and the Princess of Wales stood close to the door where the Queen's coffin, accompanied by their husbands, would be arriving imminently. Kate, Sophie and Meghan stood with their hands joined in front, whilst Camilla stood with her arms by her side. Kate could be seen briefly speaking to both Camilla and Sophie, while at other points she kept her eyes fixed towards the floor. Recounting her experience from inside Westminster Hall, royal writer Rebecca English said that there was a notable gap between Sophie and Meghan at first, while the three working royals bunched together. She added, Meghan, 41, looked decidedly self-conscious from my vantage point, just above her in the 900-year-old building, the oldest on the parliamentary estate. Shoulders back, clutching her programme and bag, she was the most stylish and striking of them all. She wore a pair of pearl earrings given to her by the Queen as a wedding present. But there was something self-consciously awkward about her posture, demonstrating the depth of the rift between herself and the rest of the royal family even if you happened upon them without any prior knowledge of the acrimony of the past 4 years. Indeed Meghan, who was holding black leather gloves, seemed so lost for something to do that at one point she rested her left hand in her pocket. But Sophie, who has a reputation as a peacemaker within the royal family, and was the first royal to visit Meghan and Harry after Archie's birth, could be seen leaning over to chat. Describing the sweet gesture, English added, Meghan, who had travelled in a car with Sophie from Buckingham Palace earlier, while the Queen Consort and Kate, as the two most senior women now in the royal family, went ahead together, a reason to move slightly closer to her husband's aunt. She said that the royal family do all they can to try to assist new members to adjust to the royal life. As she insisted, we all tried to help any new members of the family. We